Hey, what's up, party people? A friend of mine requested after my last Pokemon video that I do another tier list, this time talking about legendary Pokemon. Keep in mind, I'm not familiar with a lot of legendary Pokemon because, despite starting with Gen 4 as a kid, I was not particularly obsessed with legendaries. I never was. I haven't seen most of the Pokemon movies that fixate on legendaries, so, apologies if I don't have very strong opinions about some of these, particularly the later ones. There's quite a few, especially in Gen 8 and 9, that I will be seeing for the first time because I didn't play the games. So, yeah, apologies. But, we're just going to get right into it, and I'm going to give you all my spicy hot takes in it. Again, what? That's an E. Why do people keep putting a. Was this tier list made by the same guy who made the other Pokemon tier list? Why is that fucking E, man? F. Go to school. What the hell? Okay. Starting off the bat with birds. I don't know if these technically count as legendaries. Are these legendaries? I have the Bulbapedia open. Oh, okay, I guess Bulbapedia does consider the birds to be legendary Pokemon. So, okay, Articuno. This is the only one of the three birds that I actually used. Last time I played Fire Red, I did go out of my way to get an Articuno because Articuno is actually cool, and you really don't have to go that far out of your way. Like, it's kind of along the main path to finishing the game. Articuno is like an A tier. I really like it. I think I actually had Articuno in my team when I beat the Elite Four the last couple times I played Fire Red. So, obviously, I don't know what the fuck this is. That, like, Okay, I'm seeing, like, weird alternative versions of these birds here. I'm gonna guess these are, like, one of the recent games I haven't played. Just, like, purple. What the fuck? I don't know. I mean, purple is a really good color, and purple Articuno has to be awesome. So I'm just gonna put that in A next to the regular Articuno. Why not? Zapdos. I was never a huge fan of Zapdos. I don't really like its design. I mean, it's clever. It's an electric bird. It's all jagged and edgy. Looks like a big old bolt of lightning. It's kind of cool. It's whatever. It's just not my flavor. Not my kind of bird. I'm not really a big fan of birds in general. As far as this one goes, I do respect it. I think it's a good design. It just doesn't appeal to me personally. I don't know. I don't want some fucking ass triangle in my team. It's just all triangles. It's like a. I like the red and black color scheme on Ostrich Zapdos, but I don't like that he's an ostrich. So C tier. Moltres is ugly. I genuinely dislike Moltres. I don't like this weird fucking chicken design. It's like, I don't know. It's like when I see it like on fire like this, I imagine what it looks like without the fire, and it's just boring. It's just a little yellow chicken. Kinda ugly, kinda D tier. This guy, however, this looks significantly better. It's red and black and pink. I've never seen this thing before in my life, but it's jumping straight up to the top of A tier because holy shit, that's really cool. Whatever game this is from, can I actually see that on the Bulbapedia? Regional forms, that's Gen 8? That's Gen 8. Okay, well, I gotta dig out my old copy of Sword and finish that game now. Damn. I had no idea. Okay. Good on you, Sword and Shield. Okay, now I come to my boy Mewtwo. Mewtwo is a pretty easy. Okay, thinking about this, like the tier list. It's not to say that, like, if I put Mewtwo in S tier, I'm not saying he's an S tier Pokemon. I'm just saying on the scale of, like, favorite legendaries to least favorite legendaries, strictly consuming the items on this list, Mewtwo goes to S tier. Primarily because of nostalgia, but also because the first Pokemon movie, I've seen it 100 times. Mewtwo Strikes Back. It's unforgettable shit. There's just too much there. Not to mention childhood memories of playing Super Smash Bros. Melee, and my brother and I leaving the GameCube on all night so that we could, get to 20 hours or whatever crazy requirement you need to, like, unlock Mewtwo. You know, It's unforgettable shit. Okay, and not to mention when they brought Mewtwo back in Smash 4 as a DLC character. That was the hypest shit ever. As being one of the 4 people who had a Wii U growing up, that was fucking amazing. Now we get to Mega Mewtwo X and Mega Mewtwo Y. I don't have strong feelings about these. Mega evolutions in general are kind of... I thought they were really cool in concept, but in execution, they were kind of boring. And I'll just say Mega Mewtwo X is really ugly. I really don't like this bulbous, like, just strange silhouette. He looks less alien and more... I don't know, just... He just looks gross to me. He's got those, like, look at him spread toes. Yucky, I put him in D tier. Mega Mewtwo Y is a little better. He keeps, like, the whole, you know, he does look alien, at least. I don't know about this weird little halo thing he's got around his head. Makes him look a little too, I don't know, he just looks a little too angelic for me. Not as cool as base Mewtwo, but... You know, it's not bad. I'll put it in B next to Zapdos, I guess. Mew goes to top of S immediately because it's a little kitty cat and it says, Murr. If you've seen the first Pokemon movie, you know. Murr. And that's peak. Next we come to Gen 2's Legendary Trio. I think all 3 of these guys are pretty cool. I like... the idea of them just roaming around, like the fact that you can just stumble on each of them while like running around the game world, I think that's really fun. It's not very fun if you're going out of your way to hunt for them on purpose, but the fact that you can just happen upon these guys, I think is really cute. Really cute. That said, what's this one? Raikou? Raikou is the least cool of the 3. I don't know what it is. I think with electric Pokemon, I just have a thing with electric Pokemon looking the fucking same. I get really sick of seeing the same color scheme every time. They don't need to be like yellow with black. I don't know. It's kind of repetitive. It's cool that he's like a weird tiger, I guess, but I'm gonna go with the B. But like, I don't know. Everything about his design is like... It's just a little bit messy. Like, the color scheme is a little messy. I don't like his tail. You know, it feels like this was really close to being a really good design. Like, if they just stuck to the tiger theme and didn't give him this weird fucking purple plume on his back and the zigzaggy blue tail, like the little blue mustache, those things just don't do it for me. It's more about his torso here. This is the cool part. The rest of this is bullshit. Entei is alright. I like him. I think he's a cool dude. I mostly like him for, you know, having a more cohesive design than Raikou. He's like fire, which is cooler than electric, but, yeah. I'm not sure why this was the guy that they gave the movie to. I mean, he's like, I guess A tier, yeah? Yeah, like lower than Articuno, but like still an A. I'll put him higher than the purple one because I literally don't know anything about this purple dude. I can barely see it. This image is tiny. But Suicune is the coolest of the 3. I don't even know why. I just look at Suicune and I think, yeah, like hell yeah, that's Crystal. Like I think of Pokemon Crystal when I look at him. Like he's on the label of the game. He looks sick. Fucking top of A tier, baby. Actually, no, he's not as cool as the big Firebird. I'm sticking behind the Firebird, but he's still A tier. Next we come to is that Lugia? Yeah, Lugia and Ho-Oh. I don't care for either of these guys. But Lugia is going to go in a B, just for being the slightly more boring of the 2. And Ho-Oh is going to go right above him. Because, I mean, it's just a bird. I don't feel that strongly about birds, you know? He's got a nice little pretty color scheme, but he's also got like a weird fucking mohawk that I don't care for. I don't know. He's just a bird. Like... I don't know, there's things I want to like about each of them, like Lugia being a weird dinosaur is kinda interesting. He's got these weird fucking hands, and I don't know. I don't really care for either of these guys. Despite being a huge fan of Gen 2 in general, I just, the Legendaries never really enticed me that much. I would catch any of the like trio. If I happened upon them, I'd catch any of it. I think I did catch Entei and Raikou on my last playthrough of Heart Gold, but yeah, I don't go out of my way for these guys. I did end up catching a Ho-Oh and then immediately putting him in the box just as a little souvenir, you know? I didn't even use the Master Ball on him. I was like, I can catch him in a Great Ball. I'm sure I could do that, and I did. So, whatever. It's not that cool. Celebi is adorable. I think Celebi has to go in S. Not just because it's an adorable little creature, but also because of the movie. I think it's called Pokemon Forever. It's one where like Celebi is in it, and there's time travel, and Ash and Professor Oak become like gay boyfriends, gay lovers in the past. They travel back in time to when Oak is a little baby boy, and then Ash and him make out. It's a beautiful love story. Next we get the Gen 3 legendary Pokemon, which I have never actually finished any of the Gen 3 games. I've never come close to having any of these legendaries. I don't know shit about any of them. I don't know nothing. So, Oopsie Poopsie was this Regirock, Regice, and Registeel. The three Reggies. This is bizarre. I think it's a good meme as far as like actual Pokemon. I don't think I would want any of these in my team. They don't look like they're alive. They just seem like machines, and maybe that's the point. I wouldn't know because I don't know the lore. I don't know what these things are. I don't know how you acquire them. I haven't got that far. So, pardon me. Yeah, this one's just a little bit of an oopsie poopsie on my part. All three of them look boring, just judging them purely by their designs. I'd say Reggie Rock is like C, Regice is also C, Registeel is slightly cooler than both of them. So it's gonna go above both of them, but still in C, because like, who cares, man? What is this shit? Now we get to, is it Latios and Latias, I think is what they're called? I don't know what these purple things are. I'm assuming these are some... Are these like more Alolan forms? What the fuck are these things? I don't see them in the Bulbapedia. Okay, maybe that's like remake shit or something. I didn't play the remakes either. Alpha Ruby, what was it? Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire? Is that what it was? Yeah. I'm an alpha. I'm gonna put both of these guys in D tier, because, I mean, I've seen them before. I've seen them in, like, the anime and in video games and stuff, like Smash Bros. And they're just, like, weird airplanes. Like, this is not good. This is a terrible design. I am not interested in having airplanes on my team. This is just stupid. I don't know. It's also incredibly boring to have two different legendaries where they look exactly the fucking same, just a different color palette. That one's got red stripes, that one's got blue stripes. No. Stinky. Next we've got... I believe it's... Kyogre and Groudon? Kyogre? Yogurt? Yogurt's kind of cool. I give Yogurt a B. I'm gonna put it above Lugia, but below Ho-Oh. And Groudon is... Is that called Groudon? I'm gonna double check, make sure I'm not an idiot. That is Groudon. Okay. Yeah, Gruden is going... little Gordy here is going in... A. And, you know, higher than Entei, I think. But not that high, because... It's not the coolest red and black Pokemon. That still goes to this sick-ass Firebird over here. No, Groudon is whatever. You know, he's like a pretty cool guy. I'm glad that I got a copy of Pokemon Ruby, because that means I'm going to be meeting this guy once I get around to finishing that fucking game. I just think he looks cooler. I don't really have a reason for liking him more than Kyogre other than that. It's just... pick the red one or the blue one. I like the red one better. I like the red one. He's a biped. He's a biped, first of all, which is a huge, you know, that's a huge in his favor. But also, blue is the worst color. Blue is a stupid color, and only stupid people like blue. And I'm stupid. That's why I put Suicune higher than the other two. This is just Groudon and Kyogre again, but they're glowing. That looks like shit. D tier. This is why I'm not going to play the 3DS remakes, ever. There's Rayquaza. It was like a boss fight in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. That was the first time I ever saw him. I was just a little tiny baby when I played that game, and I was like, "Whoa, my God, what is that?" And my brother said it's a Pokemon, and I'm like, "It's a Pokemon!" And then I shit my pants, probably. Rayquaza's cool. Put it in A. He's like a weird glowing Rayquaza that looks significantly worse. Its design is way too busy. It looks like shit. It's fecal matter. It's poopy doo-doo going in bottom of D. Next we've got Jirachi. Jirachi is fucking adorable. I've never had a Jirachi on my team. I've never seen the fucking movie. I don't give a fuck. Jirachi is just purely adorable. When I look at this thing, I think of Starfy. I think of the old commercials for Starfy. You remember the commercials for Starfy on Nintendo DS? I never played that fucking game. I remember the commercials, though. Jirachi's cute. S tier. Even higher than Celebi. Yes, Jirachi is cuter than Celebi. You know what, now I'm really looking at it. The S tier really should comprise primarily of adorable Pokemon, so Mewtwo's going to go a little lower than those two because they're cuter than him. Even if Mewtwo is technically more fuckable because, and that's not wrong to say, because legendaries can consent. You're welcome. Next up, we've got Deoxys. Don't know shit about Deoxys. I'm just gonna judge each of these weird forms individually. This one's got noodle arms. I kind of like that. I feel like I could eat his arms, like slurp him up just like ramen noodles. Just, delicious. A B. This one's got like also noodle arms, but they're not all twisted together, which makes it look slightly less appetizing, but I do like that he's got these angular fins on its head. So I'm going to put that one slightly higher. Next we've got, I don't know, fucking Boris McChungus Deoxys. I don't know what the fuck this is. This looks so lame. C tier with the Reggies. And then we've got, Ew. Okay, next we come to what I believe are Gen 4. Yeah, the legendary trio of Gen 4. What an incredibly boring way to start the Gen 4 legendaries. My god, these three look the same. Like, they got a little rockin' day head. They've got a little fat baby body that's blue. A couple of tails sticking out. It's just one's yellow, one's pink, and one's blue. That sucks. This is like Latios and Latios all over again. Why'd they do this? It's just the same design 3 times with slight variations. This is so fucking boring. The Reggies had more cohesion. They're better. There's more variety in the Reggies than these guys. Come on. I mean, it was one thing making them all birds. Like the first trio, they're all birds, which is like I don't like birds very much, but at least they were all really unique takes on a bird. Like Articuno's the most normal looking bird, and he still looks like a badass. Zapdos and Moltres do not look like normal birds. Zapdos especially is fucking crazy. What are these things? What is going on here? These are so uninteresting. What are even their names? I don't remember. Names are Uxie, Mesprit, and Azelf. Boo. Boo. Fuck you. F tier, bitch. Try harder next time. Fuck. Okay, now we get to the rest of the Gen 4 legendaries, and of course this is when they started really overcomplicating the designs of the legendaries. I think they really struck a good balance with the Gen 3 Groudon and Kyogre. I felt like those two really look good because, they're simplistic enough that a child could draw them, but they're not, like, they still look important. Like, their designs make them look as big as they are. You look at them and you think, oh yeah, that guy's a big deal. They strike me as more significant than, say, Ho-Oh and Lugia, which are just, like, they're cool, but, like, Groudon and Kyogre, it's like, these things are, like, these are the creatures that shaped the Earth, right? Like, these are a big deal. Mewtwo stands out because he's, like, kind of alien, kind of strange, like, sci-fi looking thing. You get to Gen 4, and it's like, what the fuck is this? Like, they really wanted to go all out and make Dialga and Palkia look like some space-age shit, which they are. Uh, Dialga is like the, what is he? He's like the he's sort of like the deity of like time, and Palkia is the deity of space, something like that. Like these two represent the cosmos. They are strange ethereal beings. They are not of this earth. And that is communicated through their designs, but are they really Pokemon anymore? What are these creatures? You know, they're not really regular Pokemon anymore. We are in the era of Pokemon where the legendary Pokemon are not just science experiments or natural disasters. They are gods. They are otherworldly beings, and it's fucking strange, and I'm still not sure how I feel about it. You know, uh, I mean, Diamond was my first ever like mainline Pokemon game. I played Diamond when I was in middle school, and as a kid, I did not find these guys to be like cool. I found them kind of ridiculous. Like I thought at the time, wow, isn't it stupid how there's Pokemon that like created the world and the universe and everything? That's ridiculous. You know, that I wasn't like, I was very harsh on it. I was in middle school. Forgive me. I said, of the two of these guys, I think, I don't know. As a kid, I thought Palkia was cooler, I guess because he's a biped. But now I just look at Palkia and I see that long, skinny head, and I'm like, ugh. Nah. Palkia is like a singy, and Dialga is like a bee, and I don't really like either of them that much. Despite having seen these exact renders of the two of them like a million times and having quite a bit of nostalgia for them, they're just not my thing. This looks to be some fucked up, really ugly redesigns of them. I'm guessing that's from the Gen 4 remakes on Switch. I sincerely forgot those remakes existed until looking at these two things just now and thinking, oh, it's probably something from the remake. That's not a good sign. You know, I looked at the trailers for those remakes. They look butt fucking ugly. I'm never playing those for as long as they cost more than $5. Keep them away from me. I'm just gonna ignore them because ew. The fuck is this guy? What am I looking at? Bulbapedia, help me. This is Heatran. Oh yeah, I've heard that name so many times, but I never can remember what Heatran actually looks like. Now I'm looking at it, and it looks like a poop. This is a poop. It's got corn bits in it. It's a poop. Why is it a poop with little legs sticking out of it? This is disgusting. I'm putting the poop above these fucking things. But, it's gonna go above the over-designed remake creature. It's going over these guys. And it should just go and see. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Despite being a poop, it's really not that bad. I'm gonna put it, like, above the Reggies, because it's more original. But below everything else, because, eh. Next we've got the Ultimate Reggie. This is hilarious. It's Regigigas. You take the three basic bitch Reggies, you mix them together, what do you get? You get the Ultimate Reggie. Points for creativity, I guess. This one's going in B tier? Yeah. It's alright. It's pretty alright. I kind of like it. Next we've got, are we to this one? No, we should do this one first. What is this one? Cresselia? Yeah. So Cresselia is one of those strange ones where I look at this, I see that it has no limbs. I'm like, okay, so this is supposed to be some kind of, you know, like it's supposed to read as special, like it's legendary, you know, it's some otherworldly thing. It's not a normal Pokemon. This is not the kind of not normal I like to see. This thing is just, I don't know. It's like, looking at it, it's so nonsensical, it makes me think of like an Unown or something. It's like, this is so nonsensical, it's not worth having. I would not use this in a battle because I can't, I look at it and I don't see a Pokemon. I don't see something that I could project onto as like, oh, this is my little buddy. This is like my pet that I bring around with me. Like, no, this is like a biblically accurate angel design. This is fucking weird. I don't know anything about the lore behind this creature. Honestly, I don't remember seeing it before now. Even though I know I have no memories of this fucking thing. It's bizarre. It's just a bunch of polygons. It's a bunch of shapes. I don't know what to say about it. Uh, fucking put it with the airplanes. Fucking why not? Next we come to Giratina, and Giratina is special to me just because of Platinum. Like having played Diamond as a kid and then having played Platinum a few years later was ooh, they took my first Pokemon game and they made it even better. How cool. It's like shiny and new again. This is so fun. And getting to, find Giratina at the end of the game, that was really, ooh, it just, I mean, looking at it now, it's pretty over the top. It's pretty exaggerated. It's very, very edgy. It's it's like the most hardcore, edgy looking Pokemon I've ever seen. And it's kind of fun. I can't lie. It's kind of fun. I kind of dig it. I can't lie to you. I can't lie to you guys. I'm gonna put Giratina in can I justify putting this in A tier? It's so stupid, but I love it so much. You know what? I'm gonna say the one with legs goes at the bottom of A, but the one without legs goes at the top of B. How about that? Is that reasonable? I think it's reasonable. And if you disagree, you should write a really angry comment about it so I can laugh at it. Next, we've got this blue thing. Is that what's called a Manaphy? It's not listed in the Bulbapedia. What the fucking... I swear that's Manaphy. Okay. Manaphy's boring. I look at it, and I sincerely forgot this creature exists. Like, I thought, because it's a little blue baby with a little red rock in its chest, I thought this was one of these three things. Like, in my memory, I lumped these together. So I'm just going to put it in the same tier, because, I don't know, it's like one of these things, but a water balloon. So, sorry, F, I guess. Fucking... Okay, now Darkrai is like, this is like Giratina is edgy in a way that I find endearing because it's so extreme and so over the top by Pokemon standards. It's kind of impossible to take seriously, which just makes it better. Darkrai is like a sincere attempt at being edgy that doesn't come across at all to me. It's like, ooh, like, I'm so dark, I'm so cool, I'm the shadow, I'm all black and spooky, I'm so tortured. And no, you're fucking not. You're just... I don't know. Giratina's, actually been through some shit. You can see it in his eyes, He's seen a lot of shit in his day. Darkrai's a poser. This is a hot topic Pokemon. This is the fucking poser, and it's going in... I can't justify putting it lower than B. It's not that bad. It's actually a pretty solid design all around. It's just not... You'll never be him. You will never be him. Next we've got Shaman, and Shaman's got a couple different forms. I've gone back and forth over which one I like better over the years. Like, I used to really think that the adorable little hedgehog baby was the best, but I kind of go back and forth. I think I've settled on liking Big Shaman better because, I mean, it's just more furry. Like, you look at his face, and it's so much less animal and more anthropomorphic that looking at Shaman just makes me happy. I think, yeah, this one is actually my friend, whereas this little one, while as adorable as it is, it's just a pet. This is a pet. This one is my best friend. So I'm gonna put Baby Shaman in A tier, and I'm gonna put Big Shaman in S tier, baby. Yeah, I used to have a plushie of that one. Epic. And then we come to Arceus, which is hilarious because it's basically God, the creator of everything. And in the video game Pokemon Legends Arceus, in the very beginning of the game, Arceus gives you a cell phone that is like an Arceus cell phone. So that's like the beginning of the game is you get the God phone. You get God's smartphone. Arceus goes in B tier, but right above Reggie, I think. Glorious. Okay, I think this is Gen 5 now. Is that one Gen 5? It sure is. This is Victini, number 0 in the regional Pokedex. Ew, why'd they do that? this thing is kind of okay. I mean, it's cute, but it's not as cute as the other cute legendaries. I feel like if you want to make a legendary that's really cute, you kind of have to go above and beyond, and this one does not go above and beyond for me. I think they did better, cuter, small Pokemon that weren't legendaries in that game. So I don't. It's kind of. I do like it though. I just don't love it. It's kind of forgettable. I'm gonna put it in B. Got a whole lot of B's on this list so far. I am not crazy about legendary Pokemon. Okay, I guess this is the legendary trio of Gen 5. I don't remember any of these fucking guys. The green one I've seen a few times. It kind of reminds me of some shit from Star Wars, but not like one of the Star Warses that people really like. It's more like it reminds me of that thing from Attack of the Clones, where they're in the arena and there's that big fucking grasshopper creature that goes. It kind of reminds me of that. What is this fucking thing called? Virizion? Really? Alright, well, Verizon is going in B tier just for the Star Wars reference. This big chunky guy, Terrakion. Kinda mid. Going and see with that one. This blue dude, Cobalion. I don't know. I mean, it's cool, but it's just like a worse Suicune. I don't have much to say. C, I guess, next to poop. Next we've got another legendary trio, but these ones are cloud people. Their names Tornadus, Thunderous, and Landorus. I'm not going to put all of their forms on the list, but like that one's a bird and that one's like a guy. What the fuck? Okay, look. Move these out of the way because these are distracting. I don't know. I kind of think all three of them are basically the same. Not a single one of them stands out. Not a single one makes me think, oh, this guy's my favorite of the trio. I'm just like, if I had to pick one, I'd pick the orange one because that's the color I like the most. But there's not much to say. Like, I don't know. They're not... They don't interest me at all. I don't really get the theming here. I don't get what they're supposed to be, because again, I don't know the lore. I'm not that big on legendaries. I'm just going to stick orange one in B and the other two in C, because yes, I am that cruel. I'm just that evil. Next we got Reshiram and Zekrom, and these guys are pretty cool. I actually really, as a kid, I really liked Zekrom. That's the black one, right? Yeah. I liked Zekrom the best, and I really wanted to play white because I knew he was in it. But as I've aged over the years, I've come to really, really prefer Reshiram. I think Reshiram is just a much cooler design. I like the feathers. I like the white flowing mane. I love everything about it. The only thing I don't love is the weird blender sticking out of his ass, but I can kind of forgive that because of how awesome the rest of the design is. Like, he's really fucking cool, and I want to put him somewhere in A, I think. Yeah, it's going in A. And Zekrom, while cool, just isn't... I mean, the only thing that's really cool about it is that it's black all over. And, I mean, it's not that interesting. It's certainly no Giratina. It's not even on the level of Darkrai. It's less unique than Darkrai. And its design is a little busy for me. I don't know. I just put it in B. As for this guy, what is this one called again? Kyurem? Is this thing from Black and White 2? I haven't finished Black 2 and White 2. I haven't finished either of them. I've never... I'm just not going to rank them, I think we're getting to the point now where, like, I don't recognize most of these fucking guys. I don't know if I have anything to say about them, to be honest. I'm just going to get through... Okay, I'm going to get to the ones that I grew up with, I think. I'm going to get to the Gen 6 legendaries and call it a day, because this video is already much longer than I really wanted it to be. Yeah, I'm gonna get through the Gen 6 guys, and then I'm gonna rip ass all over the camera. Live action, let's go. Okay, what is this fucking deer creature? It's like a unicorn? The fuck? I don't... It's not on the Bulbapedia. I have like a okay, I have a wiki page pulled up here, the Bulbapedia. It's supposed to give me a list of every legendary Pokemon, and it's missing some. This is so confusing. That said, it's really funny seeing this little adorable like pony guy next to this ridiculously over-designed, fucked up monstrosity. What even are these things? Like, he took the black and the white and mixed them together to make two like fucking boring gray creatures. What the fuck? I am gonna rank these two just because they are so shockingly ugly. Um, okay, this creature is actually pretty cute. I don't know what its deal is. I don't even know which game it's from. I don't know if that's black and white or not. But you know, they're going in there. They're going in there. They are going in there. Somewhere. You know, it's so cute. I'm gonna put it in A. I actually like the design that much. Never seen this creature before. It's going in A. Next we got... Who is this little lady? What the fuck? This one is also really cute. This one kind of looks like my mentor. This little creature here. Yeah, just because she reminds me of Beat Rice, I'm going to put her in A. She's cute. Fuck. What's next? That's just like the same thing with the worst haircut. B. And we've got, fucking... I've seen this one before. What's this one's name? Is this one also not listed? It's not listed. Oh my god, that's gonna drive me insane. Ugh. Fuck me, dude. I'm just gonna put this creature where I think it truly belongs, which is in B tier, because I don't feel that strongly about it. It doesn't look that cool, but it doesn't look ugly either. You get to live. You got to live today, you little punk. You little bitch. I hate Pokemon. Okay, I got the Gen 6 losers out of the way. We've got, was this, this is Xerneas. Yeah, it's Xerneas and Yveltal. I don't know how to pronounce that one. Xerneas is kinda cool, I guess. I don't know. I like the rainbow-colored horns, the antlers. There's not much else going on here. It's kind of a boring... I don't know. If you're gonna go with like a deer, like how are you gonna make a deer interesting? Like, it's a deer. I see deer in my yard all the time. They're stupid. They are really ugly creatures. I do not enjoy their presence. Sometimes I look out my window and I see a deer staring at me with its skinny little alien fucking head, and it creeps me out. I'm not a fan of the deer. Xerneas is C. As for Yveltal, what? Why Veltal? Why Veltal? It looks like the letter Y. Do you get it? Its body is shaped like the letter Y. It's also going in C. This creature... Zygarde? Really? I give up after I can't with these fucking Pokemon, dude. I'm so done with this shit. I'm out. This is impossible. I cannot force myself to have opinions about this many legendary Pokemon. These are the most garbage of all time. That one's cute. That one was nice. The end.